Hello guys, welcome back to the Yeastar Technical channel. The topic today is to integrate Fritzbox with Yeastar PBX. Most of the time, Fritzbox just add as a router, but it can also add as a small PBX because it allows registrations of up to 10 SIP phones. Today we use Yeastar P-Series PBX and Fritzbox 7490 as example to show you the steps of docking them together. Step 1. We need to create an account chunk on PBX. Click Edit. For the chunk name, I enter with Fritzbox. And choose the account chunk. Change the username to a new one. Here I enter 66 and 30. Then click Save. And click Apply. Step 2. We jump to the Fritzbox to telephony numbers. Create a new telephone number. Enter the username of the account chunk. And set an internal number here. After that, just fill in all the account information according to the configurations on PBX. There are two things you need to pay attention to. The first is that the Fritzbox doesn't have a single page for chunk settings. And you can see next to the telephone number, I set 66 as the internal telephone number. It's kind of like the DID on our PBX. Okay, then we wait for the few seconds until the chunk is on. There you go, the chunk on Fritzbox is on. And have a look on our PBX. Yes, the chunk is set up successfully here. Then step 3, create an outbound route on our PBX. Click Edit, name it with to Fritzbox. Then choose the right chunk and choose the extensions you want to use here and save it. Step 4, create an inbound route, name it with from Fritzbox. Choose the same chunk and change the destination to IVR. Don't forget to apply these changes here. Back to Fritzbox. Go to telephony devices. As I say, Fritzbox doesn't have an individual setting pages for chunk, so we can make some changes here. Under the incoming calls, tick the DID number of the chunk. This means when we dial 66 and 30 on the PBX, this IP phone will be ringing. You can do the same settings for the answer machine, so the answer machine will respond the call if no one picks up in the Fritzbox. Here I set the time to 5 seconds. Which means when Fritzbox receives a call from PBX, the IP phone will ring for 5 seconds. And if not picked up, the answering machine will play a tone to the caller and then hang up the call. So when you need to make call from Fritzbox, actually you don't have to set up an outbound route to the PBX. You can use the preselections with the callee number here to pick up the DOD you want. It's kind of like a dynamic DOD. Or you can add this on phone. Choose a specific DOD for each IP phone. At last, we can make a conclusion. If you want to make calls from Fritzbox, you can just directly dial out. Don't need to set up an outbound route on it, but for PBX, you still need to set an inbound route for the Fritzbox. On the reverse, if you want to make call from PBX, you still need to set up an outbound route to the Fritzbox. And on the Fritzbox side, you can add these changes on telephone numbers to decide which phones is going to ring when you receive a call from the PBX. So this is what we have today. Next time I will introduce another way to integrate PBX with Fritzbox. If you learned something, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you in next one.